In episode 70, I piffle on differing personalities. Even if other people do exist in the physical sense, we are all prisoners of our minds. I often wonder why people act and react the way that they do. I will often say, that is the way their motor runs. What I mean by this is that their minds cause them to act the way that they do. I am what I am, and you are what you are, and neither of us can do much about it. People have all sorts of personalities and react differently to various situations. When people say, if I were you, this is what I would have done, or this is what I would do, it makes no sense at all. Because if you were me, then you would have done, or you would do, the same as me. What people should say instead is, this is what I might have done, or this is what I might do under the same set of circumstances. Common sense tells me that I cannot live my life as if nothing exists outside of my own mind. I must choose to live my life as if we all coexist together in this world, that somehow we must all interact together, and that each of our actions can impact other people's lives in either a positive or negative way. Until I can know differently, this makes the most sense to me. One of the very unfortunate realities of life is that men's minds are programmed so differently. This fact virtually guarantees there will always be conflict in life. Even siblings oftentimes cannot get along. There is strife among family members and friends. So then how can we ever be expected to get along with others? We cannot, because our minds were created for dissension. People are just too different. Our minds and our personalities are simply too diverse for us to ever get along. I will give you here just a few examples of how people's personalities differ. Some people are mentally strong, and others are mentally weak. Some people have very feminine traits, and others are very masculine. Some people have a great deal of common sense, and others haven't a clue. Some people have very high IQs, and others very low. Some people are natural leaders, and others are followers. Some people are loud and obnoxious, while others are quiet and meek. Some people are extremely active, and others are sedentary. Some people have lots of self-respect, and others dislike themselves. Some people are sensitive to other people's feelings, and others are insensitive. Some people have a strong work ethic, and others do not. Some people are self-sufficient, and others are needy. Some people are always on time, and others are habitually late. Some people are always giving of themselves, and others are takers. Some people have lots of willpower, and others have none. Some people have type A personalities, and others have type B. Some people are fearless, and others are fearful. Some people are healthy, and others are sickly. Some people will come to the aid of strangers, and others will not. Some people are heterosexual, and others are homosexual, bisexual, or transgender. Some people are sexually permissive, and others are prudish. Some people have a silly sense of humor, and others are very dour. Some people enjoy killing animals for sport, and others are appalled by it. Some people drive recklessly, and others much too apprehensively. Some people like to take great risks, and others are overly cautious. Some people are introspective, and others are indifferent. Some people overanalyze everything, and others act without any forethought. Some people are extroverts, and others are introverts. Some people are considerate, and others are very inconsiderate. Some people are highly organized, and others are woefully unorganized. Some people are driven to succeed, and others are more laid back. Some people are highly competitive, and others hate to compete. Some people are night owls, and others are early risers. Some people can sleep like the dead, and others are bothered by the slightest sounds. Some people drink to excess, and others are teetotalers. Some people are neat freaks, and others are slovenly. Some people wear their emotions on their sleeve, and others appear emotionless. Some people are coordinated, and others are klutzes. Some people are moral, and others are amoral. Some people are ultra-religious, and others are agnostic or atheists. Even within these examples, each one is an extreme, and yet most people will fall somewhere in between. Also, we cannot overlook the fact that many people's minds are defective to varying degrees. Some people have addictive personalities and are prone to become alcoholics, drug abusers, or may exude a variety of other obsessive compulsive tendencies. Some people are physically or verbally abusive and have explosive and violent tempers, while still others may suffer from mental disorders and develop into psychopaths, sociopaths, or schizophrenics. Most people's minds will continue to develop and evolve throughout the duration of their lives. As we continue to mature and receive new stimuli, our minds continuously undergo changes. But because we are also different and oftentimes think differently, there will always be tension and conflict between individuals and groups. The only certainty is that whether we exist merely in our own minds or also in the physical sense, it is only that which our minds perceive which is real to us and makes us who we are. It is inevitable that although there will be instances when people get along, over time fractures are bound to develop. Some groups remain enemies for centuries, and others have gone back and forth between friend and foe. Thank you for listening. I hope you will join me in my next video.